doing today?
I'm doing good, Nitin. Thank you for asking, and I hope you are doing good too.
I'm good too. Santosh, yesterday we started with the journey of your computer expert or cyber expert. I want to know more about your cyber expert reach from the start of your days again.
Great. This question is really brilliant because most of the hackers need to look into someone's journey of ethical hacking, how they started, and what was in their brain when they started this journey. So, going back when I was around 11 to 12, somewhere, my father enrolled me into a course, computer course, and I did not have any say because in our culture, especially how we grow up, is whatever dad says, okay, we are like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. There is no. So what I did was I enrolled into the course. It was forcible thing from my father, of course. So I just said, I nodded my head like the Indian nod. So once I enrolled there, I started looking into these command line commands like make directory, remove directory, and all different commands like tree as well. So what happened is I got my attention towards gaming in those computers rather than looking into this command line and all those sort of things. And the instructor in the computer training center, he used to help me to play these games like Prince of Persia and a car racing game. When this started happening, I used to spend less time on this command line terminal in disk operating system, while I used to spend most of my time playing games. And this started growing and growing, and I used to get more time playing the games. That's the reason I started looking into multiple things like gaming itself, gaming engine. And also the computer instructor was busy with his girlfriend over his call, and that used to buy me time to play games. And whenever he used to come in front of me, and there was a big glass transparent one, and I could see him that he's walking in, and I used to quickly shut it down through the keyboard shortcuts and then start working with the command line terminal as though it looks like Santosh is working on computer doing the practicing these commands. I used to finish off within 10 minutes, even though the course timeline was 1 month, and every day it was 2-hour training. And this started happening slowly, and going forward from there, I would like to highlight something here. Before that, I was a great liar in my life itself. I would lie to my mother, saying that the neighbor did something to me, while the neighbor did not do anything to me at all. My mother used to go and fight with the neighbor, saying that, okay, you did this to my kid. But I never knew that I was lying when I was a child. So that I can connect to the hacking as well. How persuasive I could be with people, and people think I'm speaking truth and I'm speaking lie. So that was one of the skill I practiced before knowing computers. And once I knew the computers, gaming, and slowly I got my attention towards hacking, and that happened when I was 16. In between 12 to 16, it was more of academics, the studies, and my memory power was really good enough those days. Even today as well, but I'm not sure. Alright. So when I was 16, the need was internet. I got to know there was internet. I went with my friends to a cyber center where you pay for 1 hour, and then you can use the internet for 1 hour. And we had this excitement that the naked pictures on the web, internet,
true.
And people, my friends told me, Santosh, come, let's go to the cyber. And I was like, why? And they said, okay, you can walk, look at the naked pictures and the porn sites. And that was my first time when I went to the internet center. And I started using internet, playing the Need for Speed with a multiplayer game. And slowly, I thought about hacking the internet subscription. So you know that, okay, how I hacked the internet subscription username and password. And that's where the journey started from. My attention moved from playing games, playing just games, to hacking, and that's a reason uh, uh, where even today I hack into different things like web, mobile, and everything. And I think that journey started from when I was a child, even before knowing the computers. So I can connect it back to your question, which you asked me yesterday, about is it important to have a background. So I did not have a computer background at all. I did not know coding. All I knew was lying to my mother and other people, and then playing games like Prince of Persia, the black and white one, not the color one. And then the need was internet, because I wanted to see porn, and I did not have money to pay to the internet center for every hour. So I had a telephone line. So that's when I hacked into internet subscription pack. And then whenever the cyber center used to close their shop, I used to start my shop during the night times, because two connections cannot happen at the same time. So that's why I had to wait for the shop to get closed, and then I start my shop from my home using a free internet. That's amazing, right?
Yeah, true.
Cool. I love it.
And those days we didn't have much of Google or anything. How did you learn those things?
That's uh, through the help of other hackers from different countries. I'm not going to name the countries though, but these were hackers from different countries, and we used to meet on internet relay chat, MIRC. Even there is a IRC nowadays as well, but those days were something just like summer of '69. How we had the internet relay chat. I used to meet people from different cities in India itself and different countries as well. I mean, that's the power of web. You can sit anywhere and you can talk to anyone else sitting anywhere across the globe. So that's how I used to connect with the people, and I used to learn from them. And we did not have Google search, but I used to visit one website where there were many free softwares for downloads, and to even crack this username and password of the internet dial-up, I used a free software called as IOPS Password Recovery. It was a free one. The first three characters were only seen in the freeware. You had to buy a commercial version. But what I did was, I understood how the free software works. It used to display only the first three asterisk characters, those star marks in the password field. What I did was, if it shows only first three characters, what I can do is, using that free software, once I get the first three characters, delete the first three, and again do the same thing. Then I get 4, 5, 6. Then again I delete 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get the whole password. So without spending the money, the first thing is I did not have the money, so that's a good thing. When you don't have the money, you become a better hacker, is what I did. So that's how I started learning with the curiosity, meeting people, which is about networking. Yeah.
And you got any suggestions during those days to how to take up your career? One more thing, I have something.
Mhm.
You had something like a question like, this is the career I'm going to choose those days?
Oh, no, I did not even know that there is something called a job I have to work in this life where I do a project or I have a career ahead of me. I did not know anything about these things. I was just happy doing what I was doing and learning. Learning was and is my drug. So what I do is just curiosity and thinking aspect, and I feel happy when I learn. That's how the
You
journey
didn't
was.
tell me the suggestions.
Alright, okay. The suggestions part. You mean someone else gave me a suggestion?
Any
All right.
suggestions?
I was actually very bad at taking suggestions when I was a child. My attitude was like, I don't need a suggestion from you. I will go and figure out what I need. And those days were different. And today I'm humble, but those days I would be like, I don't want to listen from anyone. I don't want to seek anyone's help. I would do all things by myself, visiting the different websites. And I used to do this trial and error method. Whatever used to come in my brain, I would type the domain name with a .com or .net. And that's how I used to go and land on the website, because we did not have the Google like you mentioned before. Yeah.
Thank you, Santosh. We will come up with some more questions. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Nitin, for having me in this video. And those were great questions. And I hope to listen to you asking me great questions in the future
Sure,
videos.
Santosh. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.